Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer. So I was surfing Reddit. Some of you guys know that I do that. And there's a Black Ops 2 forum, and this guy made a post, and it said this: "What is your Call of Duty weakness? I consider myself a pretty good player, definitely above average, but my weakness is that my trigger finger is absolutely horrible. I can't use any single shot weapons without having a hard time. What's yours?" And it got me thinking. Now, by the way, people who hang out in the Black Ops subreddit tend to be above average players. There's a reason for that. They're really into Call of Duty. Just like the people that tend to watch Call of Duty videos are often above average players too. If you're passionate enough about the game that you're watching videos about it online and you're, going on Black Ops 2 subreddits and stuff like that, then, you're probably a better than average player just because of the amount of, interest and time and such that you devote to it. Anyway, his post and his weak trigger finger started me thinking about what my weakness was. So, you know what it is? And when I heard here, I'll say it. I play the objective too much. Too much. In my head, it's like an honorable way to play. I think it's cool. It's like, I don't know, honorable. It's moral. Like when you're jumping on the objective, helping people out, sacrificing yourself for the betterment of the team, putting the team in front of your own. That is, I think, a really cool thing. However, it is to the team's advantage for me to do well. What if I jump on the flag and don't get that sentry gun or lodestar or whatever? Then did I really help the team more by doing that when I could have just gotten a kill streak? As much as Treyarch has rewarded objective-based play, and I love that they've done it. I think they did a pretty good job. It is still a whole lot easier to get your streaks by getting kills than by getting kills while capping flags. It is very dangerous behavior to start doing that thing. And watch this, I make a mistake here. I just missed it by a pixel. I could have got that flag. I maybe would have got my next kill streak. I don't know. But yeah, now I watched this XCal video once, and he was really proud that somebody said this about him. He said, he's one-off dogs, caps a flag, doesn't get dogs, still happy about it. Or doesn't care, I think that was the actual line. And it was like, oh yeah, so like XCal thinks that's good. Yeah, I'm not, maybe it is, but like XCal thinks that's cool behavior. He felt like it was a compliment when he didn't get his dogs, but he did get the flag. And I share that same mindset. Like, for all the criticisms that people have of me, one I rarely hear is that I'm not playing the objective or that I'm camping or whatever. The truth is I'm pushing hard, doing my thing, rocking the objective almost 100% of the time when I play the game. This, by the way, is a really good spot for a sentry gun. So, what is my Call of Duty weakness? I think it's got to be the decision making regarding, being too heavy on objective play and not enough. Like if I was a little more selfish and built some kill streaks, then those kill streaks would do good things and help the team more than maybe that 25% chance of success at capping a flag. So I think that is my primary Call of Duty weakness. There's other things I could do better at. Maybe if my aim zapped on target like the best of the best. But yeah. And this game, by the way, I should mention, I have no perks and no attachments. So I thought it was a pretty good game considering that. It did. I think I have like 4 out of my 10 spots filled up. But I'm going for a camo, so no perks, no attachments. It's harder to cap flags when you don't have flak jacket. It was all right. Anyway, other people started talking about what their weaknesses were, and I thought maybe you guys would relate to some of them. The top rated comment was a really common one, and it's one that I suffered from for years. He said that it's reloading. He's like, the magazine has to be full. It doesn't matter if he has 14 out of his 30 bullets or 99 out of his 100. He has to have a full magazine. And it gets even worse if he's on a kill streak and then he tries to reload and another guy comes and he's dead. Right? That's the thing. Reloading is essentially disarming yourself for a little bit. It sounds obvious, but people forget, reloading is something that should be done in safety. I pretty much budget 2 kills per magazine, unless it's like the PDW, which has 50 bullets in its mag, and that helps a lot. But like this thing that has 30, I just feel like it takes me around like 11 or 12 bullets to get a kill a lot of times. Sometimes it's 8, but I hate to count on it only being 8 all 3 times. And so if I've gotten 2 kills on a magazine, it's time to reload. If I've gotten 1 kill on a magazine, then think about it. Do you want to reload now? Is now a good time? If it's not, then just keep on doing your thing. So the top rated one was reloading too much. And look at this, a draw in the middle. You see that, but it's not all the time. One more thing. I was playing with Justra. If you don't know him, he's a YouTuber, and he's a really good player. Really, look, I'm on TV. That's me. Anyway, Justra was saying that he doesn't run fast mags on purpose. He says that it's like a crutch, and that he should, instead of relying on fast mag to help him reload and keep himself out of trouble, what he likes to do instead is just like use better decision making around his reload points, and then he doesn't have a problem. And it's like, I don't know if I agree with him or not. Fast mag is incredibly helpful. I love it. I don't use it that much, but I use sleight of hand constantly in the first Black Ops. It was like my always perk too. But it was just an interesting thought process that I thought I'd share with you guys. Like, here's a good player who says that fast mag is for people who have a weakness of reloading at inappropriate times. And it was like, not sure I agree, but it's worth a think. Another guy said, this is like the second highest rated one. He said his weakness was knowing not to go for revenge, but doing it anyway. And that was interesting to me. Like, this guy, like, he goes for a kill, and the revenge kill's an interesting thing, right? Like, I think a lot of people say that it's just terrible, right? Like, it's never a good idea. Revenge kill is this big mistake, etc. On the other hand, like, if a guy gets a kill on you and you know he's there, it's a little bit like having an orbital VSAT on just that one guy. Just that one guy. You know where he is, you know which direction he's facing, you know what the scoop is, and is it stupid to go for that revenge kill? I guess it depends on your motive. If you think that guy's an easy kill because now you know what he's doing and what he's up to and you have the counter for it, then it's not always so bad. But man, I wish I had Flak Jacket. But if you're going for the revenge kill just to prove that you're somehow better or cooler or whatever, then obviously that's not good for you. So yeah, that's my thing on the revenge kill. Like, people act like it's intrinsically always bad, and it's really only bad if your motive is stupid. If your motive is like, oh, this guy's going to be easy for me to pick off because now I'll have the jump on him, then it's not such a terrible thing. Another guy said this, and I could totally relate to it. He says he stays on for too long, and eventually he just goes through the motions. And I could totally relate to that. I used to refer to it, for me, as my expiration date. Like, man, I just passed my expiration date. I'm tired. I've worn out. And I can get on tilt a little bit. Like, all right, things aren't going my way. I'm going to try even harder and move even faster and run even farther. And then that makes me do worse. And then I want to, pick it up and do even more. And eventually, like, things just go totally bonkers because, I'm not playing smart and doing the sorts of things that lead to my success, but instead I'm pushing it and trying to get something done that I can't easily get done because I'm trying to like make up for previous mistakes. And I'm just locking down this flag. Damn sentry. Anyway, but yeah, staying on too long, it hurts your game. Now, it doesn't matter. It hurts your stats, but they don't matter either. But yeah, when it comes to why I don't play well or why I make a mistake, oftentimes the reason is that I've just stayed on too long, and it's time for me to call it a night. It's an easy mode for me to find myself in. Another one that I liked, I could relate to so many of these, and some of them I could relate to like earlier in my COD career, if you call it that. I'm lacking a better term. And some of them I still do, but like this guy said he sprints too much. He's always sprinting, and that like I feel like I've gotten way more of a knack for when to sprint and when not to, like sprinting around corners is one of the worst things you can do in this game. It's terrible. It'll get you killed. But sprinting away from trouble is a great thing. I sprint constantly. But here, I must have felt safe right there. But a lot of times, you're sprinting and then you get to the corner and you're aiming down sights while you're headed around the corner. You're checking it. You're doing your thing. Even if maybe you're rocking an SMG and you feel like hip firing is perfectly fine. So anyway, yeah, sprinting isn't intrinsically bad. What's bad is sprinting at the wrong time, and it takes a while to get a knack for that. It takes some time, but once you have it, then of course sprinting is incredibly valuable. And that sentry gun I put up there, by the way, it goes to town. I told you guys it was a good spot, and I feel like it's a bit like that gun right there is one of the reasons that we win this game. Like, the thing is winding down where we're behind. I got my kill streak, and now the thing is just locking down B. So getting some work done. The last one is and this is probably unique to me, but using a gun that's inappropriate for the map can be one of my weaknesses too. I have this tendency to be like, all right, I want to use, I don't know, the Type 25, but then it'll be a map that's not appropriate for that gun, right? That's a gun where it's not that great at short distances. The shotguns and the SMGs will own you, but if I'm trying to get a game with that gun, sometimes I'll just use it on map after map after map instead of finding a map that is appropriate for the gun. So that's another one of my weaknesses. But anyway, what's your COD weakness? Let me know. What do you do wrong that you think would make you a better player if you could just break that habit?